Hello everyone out there in YouTube land. This is FEDEX Draconis coming with you with another toy review video. And this week's video, as you can see on the screen, is going to focus on Transformers Studio Series 86, Grimlock and Autobot Wheelie as they appear in the 1986 Transformers the movie. And this is a massive figure. I mean, good God. Now, as you can tell, I have yet to open him up, and I've had him for at least the past couple of weeks. So, you know, upon the filming of this video, I will have already released the video which focuses on Takara Tomi's version of Megatron from Transformers Prime, along with his upgrade kit from DMY. So I hope you all enjoyed that. Now, as you can tell, this is a massive figure. Now, I do have him on the side, so it's not a full-on shot. That's just to minimize the glare on here. But man, oh man, I'm gonna zoom in here and look at that. That is so awesome, man. Now, just looking at this by itself right now, I mean, I cannot wait to unbox this guy. So let's go ahead and take a quick look-see at the box here. Now, as you can tell, you got that great artwork here, which showcases Grimlock in his Dino mode, along with Wheelie on top of him. You know, firing his Energon, you know. Oh my god, I forgot the name of that damn thing. Slingshot, there we go. His Energon slingshot. Then you have the side view, and again, I do apologize for the glare. This is number 6 in the 86 line here. This is a leader class figure, and man, just from looking at this in the front earlier, yeah, he does earn that title. Now, on the other side here, I'm going to turn him around. You see a more full-on shot, much more larger piece. You got 86 on the side. You got on the bottom here the little symbol to certify this is an authentic toy. And on the back, you have, I'm just going to go ahead and put him like this on the side. You have the product shots, and man, now I'm really looking forward to, you know, getting him set up. Now, my only question is, I know he'll more than likely fit in robot mode, but will he fit in dinosaur mode? It looks like, according to the image, it looks like he's gonna have a foot hanging out. He's so massive in this case. So, but you know, it's an awesome looking figure. I cannot wait to get him opened up. Now here's one thing I just noticed, and I'm going to zoom in on that. Now, here, you see there's like some transparent yellow plastic around his neck assemblage, which is a very nice throwback to the G1 toy. But if I remember the reviews from other reviewers, that's more of a solid color, so but you know what? I'm not gonna go ahead and gripe on it too much, if at all. I'm gonna go ahead and take one final look, and there we go. One final look of Grimlock in his box here. And without any further ado, let's go ahead and open him up. Alright folks, there he is out of his plastic prison and posed up along with Wheelie. And damn, this thing is, like I said, he is bleeping massive. I mean, good gravy. And wow. Okay, so just to go ahead and get this out of the way. Okay, I can understand why there were some people that were not all that fond of this guy. Number one is because he is basically in a static position. He has very, very little posability, very little articulation. Basically, they molded him to where he can just peg into one of the peg holes on his arms or in dyno mode on his back. However, that is about it. Honestly, they could have made him a little bit more articulate. So when you don't have him on Grimlock's shoulders or on his back, he can actually be able to stand straight. Otherwise, and I'm going to go ahead and take him off of there. Ooh. Otherwise, basically, you just, and I'm going to zoom in right there. You just have him like that, like he's just about to take an energon squat. You know, and yeah. Now, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I think I did see some shots on Facebook on one of the Transformer pages of someone making an upgrade set to basically replace the arms and the legs to where you can actually have him in a more standing pose. Now, he's not transformable, he's just a standard figure. But just to have him standing upright instead of having him do a squat, yeah, you know, I mean, this isn't too bad, you know, the pose that they have him, especially if he's sitting on his shoulder, but who's going to want to keep him like that all the time? So, as you can tell, he does have some, his arms and legs are on a ball joint, or on ball joints right there. He does have, I think his head is, yeah, I think his head is also on a ball joint as well, because he does have some up, down, and of course he is like totally, whoops, you know what, hold on, let me zoom out, there we go, keep him in frame. So his head can turn. It's really stiff on mine though, so he can look up, he can look down, look right, look left. His arms and legs are on ball joints, so you can have them like, you know, like so, but it's pretty static basically. You know, you can probably have them like so. Yeah, honestly, yeah. I mean, if there is, if what I saw is correct, then hopefully this set will come out soon to where it will replace the arms and legs, and we can have them standing up. You know, having some better posability. But other than that, as a static figure sitting on top, it's okay. But yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and put Wheelie aside. There we go. Turn up the camera a bit and let's focus on, well, as a matter of fact, give me a moment to make an adjustment on my camera and I'll be right back and we'll focus on Grimlock. Alright, thank you for allowing me that opportunity to make some adjustments here. And as you can tell, there he is, and he is bleeping massive, man. I'm trying to go ahead and, you know, use alternate words for most of the words that I normally use, so don't get too used to it. Anyway, wow, man, yeah, this is so much better than the Power of the Prime ones that came out, you know, 2-3 years ago, and this is the definitive Grimlock. Next to the Masterpiece version, which I myself do not have, but I have seen others, and I have seen it. That thing is massive as well. But this, oh my god, man, this is... Now, I do recall there have been some gripes concerning this shield, which pretty much covers the the Autobot symbol on there. Now, of course, I've seen the character designs on there, and of course, I've seen the '86 movie like everyone else has. And if you haven't, you're missing out. You've got to check that out. But moving ahead, most people are not all that fond of it. Me myself, I like it. I mean, it's this is a really good figure on here. So let's go ahead and take a look. In addition to Wheelie, since I would have to call him an accessory, let's go ahead and take a look at another of his accessories, and that is his double barrel rifle, or double barrel weapon here. And now, as you can tell, this is a solid piece. Now this I've got no gripes. Well, I got one gripe, but I'll tell you about it in a minute. But the way this is a solid piece. This is how all the weapons to every Transformer recently should be, a solid piece like this. Not the ones that show off the hollow BS that they've been producing recently. So I am very, very happy with this weapon. The only gripe I have is that peg should be a little bit longer. Now I think I can understand why. It's to avoid the possibility of it accidentally breaking in. So other than that, I mean, it holds the weapon pretty well. I mean, it's not going to fall off or anything like that, so it's not too bad. It is a thick weapon. Now, speaking of weapons, and I know that they didn't show it all that much, if at all, in the G1 series, and not to mention in Transformers the movie, and that is his sword that you would see in the G1 toy and even in the Masterpiece. However, I have seen images online of a third-party company making the sword. Now, once that comes out, I am going to go ahead and get that sword to go ahead and give to Grimlock, because honestly, he deserves that sword. Now, but other than that, that is it for his weapons. Up. Take that off, put that off to the side here. And let's go ahead and take a look a little bit more at Grimlock himself, because like I said before, he is massive. And he's really tight, so that's another thing that I like, is that he is really, really tight. So man, this, like I said, this thing is massive. So as you can tell, there's a lot of good molded detail on the arms here. You can tell that on the sides, on his chest, his legs. Very, like I said, very G1 accurate in a way, to where the colors and everything go. Of course, in the back, got that going on. Man, I mean, I'm so totally floored. Like I said, it's as if so far with all the figures that are coming out of the Studio Series 86 line, you can pretty much tell, that they really tried to follow the character designs from the movie. So I'm very, very pleased with this. So let's go ahead and take a look at the articulation. He can look down, not so much up, but his head can do a full 360. So he can look left. He can look left, he can look right, he can look behind him, so forth and so on. And wow, hear that ratchet sound. His arms can go 360, but you have to bend the arm out just a bit to provide clearance because of the wing. It can fold or bend out like so. He does have bicep rotation here. He can bend at around 90 degrees, and he does have wrist rotation on here, so that is awesome. Now honestly though, I really wish they gave him a more articulate hand to where it can fold out and so forth, but all in all, it's not bad. I like it so far. Now he does have waist rotation here. His legs can kick out around 90 degrees. He can kick back around 90 degrees, but it will hit the backpack or the head over here. Let's see here. He can bend around 90 degrees, and he has no foot articulation other than the ankle tilt. So you got the whole wide ankle stance. Yeah, like I said, I am I am so floored with that, with this figure. It is pretty awesome. Oh, almost forgot another accessory that I did forget about, and that is the backdrop, the scene where he breaks into the Quintesson court. Now of course it's just a wall and everything, but we're gonna go ahead and show that off again to see how he will scale on there, because according to the picture on the box that it came with, he's gonna have some trouble with that. So let me go ahead, get this backdrop out of the way, and we'll go ahead and start off with transformation. Alright folks, thank you for waiting. Now originally I was going to go ahead and just move some things out of the way, but I had to go ahead and show this off. And as you can tell, Grimlock is just way too huge to fit on such a small space. I mean, he barely fit as it was in robot mode. In Dino mode, yeah. So as you can tell, I have him propped up, with one leg up on the stage, one below it, and I do have Wheelie on there. So, just to emulate that one scene, and that was pretty awesome. Now, I did say that Wheelie is able to attach a little while ago by some pegs. There are pegs on here, and I'm going to try and show that off to you. So as you can tell, there is a peg, this type of peg right here on either side of his neck, and they attach to these ports on the inside of his thighs here. So that will keep him steady as well. So that'll be it for Wheelie here. Alrighty, so let me go ahead and get this stage out of here. And now we got him in Autobot headquarters over here. And as you can tell, he's not a bad looking character. Right there we go. Alright, so I had to do some live adjustments here. Now, as you can tell, he's not bad looking, very much reminiscent of his G1 cartoon mode here, even to the point of the dragging tail here. Now, of course, you know, there are certain areas that basically that a lot of reviewers, including myself, had mentioned here. Now, and that's this gap here on the back, and of course this odd shaped tail. It's not as tapered as the OG1 version was, but it's not, you know, all in all, it does the job. It does give you know, that whole look about him. Another gripe, and I know there's been more gripes than actual praises, but I mean, we are collectors. We're a nitpicky bunch, so so it's this gap right here in the front. Why they did that, I'm not exactly sure. Hopefully a third-party company will come in to where they will make like sort of like a snap-on kit to complete this flush here, so that way that will, all sides will have his teeth, not just the sides here. So Hasbro dropped the ball on that one, unfortunately. Now, I tried to go ahead and see if I could be able to have him, and I think I was able to, sort of like Jurassic Park style variation of the T-Rex. Yeah. And it's not too bad. I like it. There we go. You know, so boom, boom. Not too bad. I'm going to try and take a couple pics a long ways, and then we'll start with transformation from Dino mode. Alright folks, thank you for waiting. Now, I went ahead and took the opportunity to go ahead and not just clear the background, but also bring in one of his Studio Series 86 mates, and that is Hot Rod, just to show off the scale between the two. Now, of course, I do have them in the Jurassic Park mode. However, I'm going to go ahead and really quick, like, there we go, and just have them like so. And as you can tell, I'm going to have to zoom out just a bit. There we go. As you can tell, he is still massive in a way. Towers over Hot Rod and whatnot. So I just wanted to show that off real quick before going into his transformation. So give me a moment to adjust it, so we'll have a portrait view, and I'll be right back. Alright, I am back, and before we get started, there was one other thing that I did forget, and that is weapon storage. As you can tell, the weapon storage appears on the back for his double barrel rifle, and that is due to a little tab right here on the side, and they go into a peg. I'll try and show that off here, right here. Now the thing about it is, if memory serves me right, the weapon, or at least for G1, used to go on the top right here. I really wish they had done that. So I'm hoping maybe a third party can go ahead and just make a type of cover to where this can just, something to where this can peg in properly like so. But again, that's just me. So let's go ahead and just move on ahead then. There we go. So well, there we go. So as you can tell, you know, he is a beefy bot here, even in Dino mode. So let's go ahead and let's go ahead and turn the head up like so. We're going to go ahead and open this up. We're going to open up pull his legs down like so. We're going to open up his chest here like that. And seeing as how these do open up, they can open up like so. You're able to make the clearance because of the legs. Now, in this case, and I'm going to try and zoom out so that way I am so not out of frame. We're going to tilt the head up like so. Boom. And now we're going to go ahead and open up, well, not open up, we're going to move the chest up. And just pop that. And just snap that in there. Now, let's go ahead and continue on. We're going to open up this section here. Oh, actually, we gotta split the legs apart like that. Now we can go ahead and open up the back section here. This tip of his tail is on a red armature here. So once you have it around this side, all you gotta do is push that in and it fills in the gap. This will make the inside of his leg on there, like so. Now, at this point, I'm going to go ahead and move the legs out. Now, one thing I want to show you, this is on a slider here. So, while you're doing that, you got to push this armature here to the inside of his thigh. There is a peg right here where my thumb is at. It's going to go into that little gray piece here, and there you go. And you're going to do the same with the other leg here. You're going to go ahead and just slide that in, and then boom, there you go. Now all we got to do now is close this portion over, do that again, and this piece right here is going to become his heel spur, like so. Now all we got to do next is push this head to the back, like so. Now all we have to do now is get his hands out, snap that in. You're gonna do the same right here. Snap that in. And I think last but certainly not least, bring his weapon out, peg that in to the peg hole. Like I said, I'm thinking it's probably to avoid any type of breakage, but I think they could have done it just a little bit longer with the rifle handle. So other than that, that is about it. There he is in his robot mode. Now let's go ahead and do a little size comparison between the two, between both Hot Rod as well as Grimlock. And I'm just going to go ahead and pose that up like so. And there's Hot Rod right beside him. And that is pretty awesome. You know, that is how Grimlock should be, kind of towering over, you know, some of the other Autobots. As a matter of fact, let me grab the big bot himself to where we can see an actual good size comparison. Get Hot Rod out of the way. And there is Optimus Prime, and that is pretty awesome. Yeah, that is a good. Guys, even though he is leader of the Autobots, Grimlock, because of his mass and his size in dinosaur mode, will still tower over him. So that is always a good thing. So that is not too bad. Sorry about that. My fingers were in the way. Alright. So, wow. So I wound up getting this figure through Hasbro Pulse. It was one of the many pre-orders I had went ahead and signed up for when they were first revealed through PulseCon, through PulseCon 2020, and man, I've just been pretty much eagerly waiting for these figures. So I'm glad that I actually got them. I think out of the 86, the Studio Series 86 line, I think I only have one more figure, and I do, at least for the 86 line, and that is Cup, and I do believe that he is coming soon, and I'll be doing a review of that one as well. Other than that, that's my take on the figure. What is your take? Have you found them? Because I have seen these out in the wild recently. So they are hitting the store shelves at Walmart. That's where I saw 3 of those the last time. And have you been able to snag them at regular retail or via the online sellers or whatnot? Do you have them? Do you like them? What's your take on this figure? I'd like to know. So leave your opinions and your comments in the comment section down below. Like, share, subscribe to my channel. Ring the bell icon so you'll be notified for when new videos are popping up. At this point in time, there's nothing more to say about this figure. Like I said before, I like him. He is awesome. This black cover on there, that honestly doesn't bother me. I don't know why so many people are so on the thing about it. I like it. It kind of breaks up the monotony of the gold on his chest, so that's pretty awesome looking. And you can still see the Autobot symbol. Of course, I doubt that you can see it through the camera unless I do a very, very close up on there. But I'm looking at it as a matter of fact. But hey, that's just my opinion. And in terms of any add-on kits that I may suggest, I hope that they make them. I'm not saying that they are, but what I have seen in the past, I have seen on Facebook or online the sword for Grimlock, so it'll be a little bit more not just toon accurate in terms of his figure, but it'll also be toy accurate because of that sword. And as for this little guy here, I honestly do hope that what I've seen before is true, that they are making some upgrade arms and legs for him so he can at least stand up properly. I hope that happens for him. He's not a bad looking static figure. That's what he is. He's just an action master in this case. But to have him not stand up and just keep him in a perpetual squat, that's just wrong. But other than that, like I said, that's my take on the figure. I'd like to hear from you all, because you all make my channel grow, and I hope that grows even further. So this is Phoenix Draconis. I like to catch you all on the flip side. Peace.